And so he sets her up, and she's like on her own now. Can you kind of walk us through that? She's on the outside.
Yeah, she's on the outside, but she's definitely not a person that's going to run and hide and not make it right, you know. She's a character you don't want to really piss off, I guess, you know, because they trained her to be this way, and now she's going after them in the same way that, you know, she's gone after other people.
And she kind of, can you kind of explain, like, Michael Douglas's character, Coblenz, is like the only kind of ally that she possibly has. And
yeah, she doesn't really know who to trust because, you know, who was behind it, you know, who knew it was going to be Antonio Banderas' character. So finally she figures out that, you know, Michael Douglas is somebody that, well, is somebody that, at least for right now, that she can, you know, consider on the same team a little bit. But I definitely don't think that she trusts anybody. I think she definitely is very paranoid and just wants to get her job done and her life back.
And even her coworker Aaron comes and like attacks her in the diner. Can you kind of?
Yeah, and I think Aaron was just very confused. Like, he didn't know what was really happening. You know, he didn't know that was what happened. He just wanted to get paid, you know. Want to get paid, get the job done, you know, don't get too involved with it. But then at the end, you kind of seen like a genuine, oh, I didn't know this is what was going on, Mallory, I'm sorry, you know. So Channing is all these characters were perfect for, you know, the actors that played them, because we all have very similar, like, well, not really, but like very cool relations. Like, Channing's like a brother to me, so that is like a really funny, perfect character for him.
And what about Michael Fassbender? Do you guys still talk after that scene? That is an unbelievable fight scene.
Thank you. That was definitely special, and, you know, Fassbender will always be friends, I feel. He was the first actor that I worked with, and so he's kind of like a mentor to me. And he's just a very cool, hilarious person, and I just, you know, I learned so much from him.
The fight scenes are really visceral, and so are the chase sequences are just equally as, like, breathtaking and amazing. Can you quickly tell us about shooting those and your big jump across the building?
Oh, yeah. I have a little bit of a fear of heights, and so when I'm jumping across the building, they had this board, and, you know, there's a huge drop. There's this board right underneath, and that was the safety net, but it was just a board. And so I was like, where's the wires? Because if I slip and fell or did anything, you know, just had like a momentary brain lapse or something, I could have really, you know, been dead. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, Gina, is it worth it? You've got a family, you know. And then finally I was like, okay, well, the people do this every day, and the stunt people are very confident about this. And so I was shaking, and at first I would just like walk very slowly over it, and then after a while I was walking faster over it, and then before you knew it, I was leaping over it and couldn't wait to do it again. So then I was climbing up buildings and down buildings, and that was an intense thing for me, having this original fear of heights that I had coming into it.
And you shot all over the world. Can you just very quickly tell us about these amazing locations you filmed in?
Yeah, I've been to locations where I had to train and fight, and like Thailand. I've been to Thailand a lot, but I've never really been to Dublin, Barcelona, and it was wonderful. These places are so rich and so beautiful, and it's like one of my wildest dreams that I found myself here in my life, you know. And here I am sprinting through the streets of Barcelona, and the colors, you know, you couldn't make a better movie set for that. I mean, the colors are just rich and beautiful, and the people are gorgeous, and it's like you kind of open up your mind and realize how big the world is and actually how small it is at the same time, because it's just another city on this planet. It's just one I hadn't been to.
What do you think audiences are going to experience when they go into this movie? It's just amazing. How would you describe it? What do you think they can expect?
I think that they can expect something that they've never seen before, and that makes me happy. And I think that it's different on a lot of levels. You know, I think that I don't think that a lot of people understand what a unique director Steven Soderbergh is, and also when you learn like the details of this, where he's a cinematographer, you know, and how he found me, and I just think it makes such a rich, beautiful story. And I hope that people really enjoy watching a believable female be physical with these men. And it's just, you know, knowing the backstory on me is it's my first time, and I just think it's kind of a cool thing altogether.
Yeah, the action sequences are amazing. I mean, get physical with the men is like a very low-key way of describing it when you say it. I mean, it's a real ride. How would you, what do you think? And also, I think that you're really doing these fights is really unique, that it's you.
Yeah, I think I watched it once, and of course, I've got so much invested into it and so much. The thing is, I was there every single day, so every day of this movie lives in my heart forever. It was the best experience, one of the best experiences I've ever had in my life, if not the best. So, I mean, nothing can replace, like, not watching the movie or anything can replace how special I feel and how connected I feel towards this film. So I know nobody's ever going to understand that, nobody's going to feel the way I feel towards it. But
are you excited for women to see the movie? Because obviously you have a huge fan base, but women are going to really love this.
It's got to be one of my best compliments is when females feel comfortable watching another female on film and also rooting for them. You never get a better feeling in life is when another female, roots for you. Because you always wonder with guys, like, what their intentions are, even though there's a lot of solid guys out there that are just happy for you. But when it comes to women, that's a huge compliment.
That's great. Okay, well, they're ready to kill me now. So thank you very much.
Nice to meet you. I loved it.